Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords to gain control over the imperial throne. He made great efforts to establish a new regime centered on Shu. In the face of this, Yuan Shao and the other powerful clans could not remain docile, and their ambitions were soon laid bare. Elsewhere, Sun Ce worked with Zhou Yu on a plan to gain independence from Yuan Shu. In their youthful eyes, possibilities seemed to stretch out all the way to the horizon. Although Liu Bei had now allied with the peerless warrior Lui Bu, he fell into doubt, unable to decide on the path he should take. With the entire land facing great uncertainty, its heroes also stood at a crossroads. Chapter 4. Sun Ce rises up in Jiangdong. Liu Bei faces a quandary in Xiaopei. Cao Cao fights a decisive battle at Guandu.
Allow me to welcome you again.
Hear, hear. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to recruit you if I intended for you to serve me like any other officer. Each of my retainers has unique strengths. It is my job to decide how they may be best utilized. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luen.
Dian Wei, don't you think you're working too hard? You'll collapse if you don't take a moment to rest once in a while.
Ha! Don't worry, Shu-Chu. I can handle it. Neither of us came from renowned families. So we need to work hard just to prove ourselves. Right, Yanjin?
Yes. I was a mere record keeper before my promotion. Now I have to keep striving to live up to his lordship's high expectations.
And you're one to talk, Shu-Chu. You've been working from dawn until dusk as well.
Well, I've lived in a village my whole life, but now we're trying to cultivate fields across the realm. There's a lot of work to do.
It seems we are all in agreement. I hear that your circumstances are similar to mine. I am new here, and know little of what has passed. I imagine Lord Cao Cao must have recruited you for your particular skills. I thought so. I saw you fight at Hulao Gate and was most impressed. His lordship has an amazing knack for finding talented men like yourself and giving them roles where they can shine. He is not swayed by reputation or accomplishments. He simply assesses each warrior's might, and each strategist's shrewdness.
Yes. If he hadn't taken notice of me, I'd have remained in the infantry. I may never have had a chance to prove myself.
That's why we must work harder than ever. If we let up, we might end up disgracing our lord.
Right. It's going to take a lot of sweat and toil to get to where we want to go. But we owe it to him to throw ourselves into it.
Now, let's discuss what to do about Louis Bu.
He has fled from Puyang, and now seeks shelter under Liu Bei, who in terms of military strength alone, is no real threat to us.
But what's concerning is the growing number of elite warriors who have gathered to serve him out of admiration for his character. While we could have easily dealt with each of them individually, now that so many of them are allied together.
I am of the same opinion. Especially noteworthy are Guandu and Zhang Fei, Liu Bei's two fiercest officers.
Then, our aim should be to destroy their unity.
It is Liu Bei himself that binds them all together. He is widely respected as a benevolent man. Most would be honored to serve him. But as we know, Louis Bu is ambitious, perhaps too ambitious to remain in anyone's service for long.
Then, we ought to have Liu Bei sent to eliminate Yuan Shu by imperial decree. If we can force Louis Bu and Liu Bei into a conflict, both will take heavy losses.
Would you elaborate on your reasoning, Lord Shunyu?
We shall take advantage of Liu Bei's virtuous nature. From what I understand, he is not the type to turn down people's requests. If he receives orders from the Emperor, he is certain to comply. And once he leads his forces away, Xiaopei will no longer be adequately defended. Chengong would not miss the opportunity to capture it.
Yuan Shu and Liu Bei are among our biggest threats. If they destroy each other, it would be a big help. Lord Shunyu, you're being surprisingly ruthless. Are we to assume this is all for the sake of a peaceful future?
His lordship has set his sights on conquering the entire realm. If I am to assist him in that goal, I too must be willing to make hard choices.
Lord Shunyu, that is...
I admit I have my own thoughts on the matter, but I will recommend to Lord Cao Cao that an imperial decree be issued.
I see. Liu Bei would certainly become a threat with Louis Bu in his ranks. I will propose to the Emperor that Yuan Shu be hunted down.
Thank you, my lord.
The situation is concerning, even supposing that we manage to take care of Louis Bu and Liu Bei. Yuan Shao battles with Gong Sun San and Yo to the north, and tensions are rising in Jing to the south.
Yuan Shao is the one we should be most wary of. Gong Sun Zan is doing well defending against him, but Yuan Shao now controls most of Hebei, so it is only a matter of time. Yuan Shao will win eventually.
And when he does, his forces will be further bolstered by citizens from Yo province and the remnants of Gong Sun Zan's army. After that, he will set his sights on us. Or to be more precise, on the Emperor in the capital.
So what do we do? Ally with Gong Sun San and take him on? It'll take a significant amount of our manpower to overturn Gong Sun San's unfavorable odds.
Agreed. And if he were to win, we would end up as enemies before long. I think we should hold back and look for a way to weaken both parties.
Yan Wei, what do you think?
Me? I have nothing to contribute to a discussion on strategy.
If we never bring in new voices to our discussions, our strategies will become predictable. It can be useful to hear candid opinions from someone like you sometimes.
If you put it that way, well, in my opinion, the most important thing in any war is to protect whatever you value the most. I would advise that we stay put and protect the Emperor and the capital. And while Yuan Shao and Gong Sun San are fighting, we can build up our strength.
A sound strategy, as I'd expect from you, Lord Yanwei. I think that may just be the best course of action. At the same time, we need to ensure that we're not dragged into the conflict, for one reason or another.
We ought to eliminate the possibility of Yuan Shao finding some excuse to attack us. One way might be to cede him the rank of Grand General, which His Majesty bestowed on Lord Cao Cao just recently.
That wouldn't be right, surely. Yuan Shao is not worthy of it for one, and it was the Emperor's decision.
An interesting stratagem. His pride will not allow him to attack someone he is indebted to. The rank of Grand General is a mere formality. I have no qualms about giving it up.
Well then, it seems we have decided on our strategy with respect to Louis Bu, Yuan Shu, Liu Bei, Yuan Shao, and Gongsun Zhen.
That leaves one other major matter. What to do about Jing Province. Zhang Ji, who took the city of Nanyang in Jing, has fallen. Now his successor, Zhang Xiu, is in rivalry with Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's forces far outnumber those of Shang Xu, stationed in Wan Castle. I believe we should take Nanyang, an ally with Liu Biao.
Then let us try that. We will face Zhang Xu next. Go and make preparations for battle.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just so cool.
What a shame. Zhang Shu's forces have surrendered. You'll have to wait a while longer to show off your new garb on the battlefield. The difference in our forces is too great. Zhang Shu must have realized that they could never win. On the other hand, one must admire their quick judgment. They would have been a difficult adversary if we had ended up in battle. Right now, Zhang Shu should be on his way to see Cao Cao. We will receive more instructions soon. Thank you again, Lord Cao Cao.
There is no need to thank me. In fact, I should be thanking you for your wisdom.
That is gracious of you to say.
While we have the chance, we wish to make a proposal. In honor of this agreement, what say we celebrate with a feast at our expense? Of course, it won't be as sophisticated as perhaps you're used to. Nevertheless, we wish to show you our goodwill.
Well, we could use some merriment. Will you also allow us officers to attend?
Regretfully, I do not think we could manage a gathering as large as that. The banquet will have to be for a select few only. Otherwise, Wan Castle's provisions would quickly run out. Besides, we don't want a repeat of the incident at Hongmeng. We simply wish for Lord Cao Cao to enjoy our finest wine.
That is enough, Jia Shu. But let me be upfront about the circumstances. Of course, not much time has passed since we were enemies. We will therefore send all our soldiers away from the castle to ensure the banquet passes without incident.
Very well. Guo Jia, I will accept their hospitality. There is much to discuss, and this would be a good opportunity for that.
But we cannot allow you to go alone, Lord Cao Cao. Take Lord Dian Wei and the others as an escort.
Very well, I will. The rest of you will need to remain outside the castle for a while.
There you are. Forget what I said earlier. You're about to fight your first battle as an officer of Cao Cao. Zhang Shu's surrender was a ruse. He sent all of his forces at Wan Castle to attack. We don't know if Cao Cao is safe, but he should still be in the castle. Although Dian Wei's group is guarding him, he was still reckless.
He must have thought that this was the only way to find out what Zhang Shu was up to.
What he's up to?
He may already have made peace with Liu Biao, and maybe Yuan Shu, and Liu Bei too. By heading deep into the enemy's territory, Lord Cao Cao would be able to quickly find out the truth of the matter for himself.
It'll be in vain if he pays for the knowledge with his life. I suppose he didn't expect Zhang Shu to be so bold.
Only he would know. Either way, this will not be a straightforward battle. Zhang Shu's forces may have further tricks up their sleeves. We'll need to remain on guard.
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Until Lord Cao Cao has escaped, I will not fall even as life leaves my body. I, Dian Wei, shall show what a true warrior is made of.
I will live and make good on my escape. Dian Wei, your sacrifice shall not be in vain. This I swear.
The enemy officer
In the event of an emergency,
has been defeated.
we are to meet at the eastern gate. Lord Cao Cao and Lord Dian Wei are also aware of this. While our forces subdue the enemy, we shall move to offer aid. That way,
The enemy officer
we can move
has
swiftly
been
and
defeated.
adapt to any scenario. Shall we initiate the advance?
Not fight our way through these numbers.
Father, I will draw the enemy's attention. Find an unguarded one
The enemy
and
officer
escape through there.
has been defeated.
Thank you.
End this here. Was an outstanding display.
The enemy
of
officer
prowess.
has been defeated.
The plan went off without a hitch. Now may we gnash at Cao Cao's unguarded throat.
Damn it. This rain of arrows prevents both progress and retreat.
Take this!
The eastern battlefield is shifting.
The
It
enemy
seems
officer
that
has been
Lord Cao
defeated.
Cao is safe. Now, let us do what we can. Observe the situation and quash any threats to Lord Cao Cao. Shall we initiate the advance?
With all my might.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, this territory is ours.
Reinforcements from outside the castle. It's fighting to keep me alive. As such, I must survive.
Good. That's one threat off the table. Let us hurry after Lord Cao Cao and continue providing backup.
This amount of resistance was to be expected. Now then, it is about time.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We are the army of Liu Biao, governor of Jing. We have come to
The enemy
fell
officer
the villainous Cao
has
Cao.
been defeated.
Let's go.
We must take down the foes to the rear and save Cao Cao. This will be more difficult than I'd wagered.
Zhang Xu and Liu Biao have joined forces, as we'd suspected. This will not end so easily.
The enemy's movements indicate that Cao Cao must be fleeing west. We shall follow in his tracks.
One man do all this? Like he's taken possessed by a demon!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I use my strength to enforce my lord's will. I will not fail him. Not ever!
Cao Cao's cohorts and guards are formidable. Be that as it may, this is still within expectations. It's about time for the next step.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Enemy reinforcements are heading for our base. We will be undone if they gain a foothold. We must stop them. Shall we initiate the advance?
Blast! They unleash trick after nasty trick upon us.
Given the situation, Lord Cao Cao should be able to head westward, capture the northwest stronghold, and raise ladders on the ramparts. Shall we initiate the advance?
Service is the end for me. Uncle, I hope you shall remain
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
The ladders are ready?
Let's go.
Then, let us open up a path for Lord Cao Cao.
Take this.
What the hell's going on? We'll bring down one
The
man
enemy
with
officer
these numbers.
has been defeated.
You lack my resolve. That's why. I want nothing more than to see Lord Cao Cao's glorious kingdom. I'll give everything I have to make that happen!
This is a crucial moment.
Perhaps we can escape the castle from here.
Cao Cao flees here. There's no future for us. After him! Do not let him escape! Begin advancing!
Father, I fear I cannot stay with you to the end.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You're unharmed, right? Cao Cao. Indeed. You can walk that far. I suppose you're fine.
All my might.
I must fall back.
So you would stoop this low, Cao Cao? One more stubborn than I'd figured.
We rendezvoused with Cao Cao. We will now head south to put some distance between us and this battle.
Cao Cao still lives. At this rate, I won't be able to show my face to Lord Liu Biao. Can't believe this.
The enemy
Liu
officer
Biao's reinforcements
has
are
been
quite
defeated.
sizable. Taking them down will deal a solid blow to him. Lord Cao Cao has sacrificed much for this outcome.
Coming after me then? Determined, I see.
this?
The enemy officer
That did not go as
has
planned.
been defeated.
I must try again later.
What are you doing here? I thought your mission was to save Cao Cao, was it not? Surely, you don't mean to rescue his bodyguard. What foolishness! Even if you beat all of us, you'd never succeed! Let's go!
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
What's this? The numbers are thinning.
Good. We've thinned their ranks considerably. Now they shouldn't have the reserve to go after Dian Wei.
Let's go. Yeah.
Time for a good old fight! Get ready!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight! Very good! Keep them going!
I shall not lament or stop moving forward, nor will I dwell on the past. That is the path to domination.
Go on ahead, my lord. And don't look back, no matter what.
Very well. I'm counting on you. Dian Wei.
Welcome back, Dian Wei.
I really thought that was going to be the end, and it would have been if not for you. I owe you. Your bravery and determination saved my life. Well, I owe my life to you now. I don't know how I'll be able to repay you, though.
It'll be enough for you to stay with us. Your presence alone forces our would-be enemies to think twice.
So, my lord, what's our next move? It appears that Zhang Xu had already made an agreement with Liu Biao.
We will use this castle as a base to launch our invasion of Jing. However, first we must return to Shi City. This has been a harsh conflict, and our forces need to regroup and reorganize. The last battle was especially costly.
All that's left is to decide their fate. What do you think, Cao Cao?
Not executing them would be sure to anger those who served under your son.
They would have killed you as well. Surely there's only one option.
No, I shan't have them executed.
What?
Think about it for a moment. It's true that they've caused us a lot of pain. But Lord Cao Cao could put their talents to good use.
Exactly. They killed my own flesh and blood, and drove me and Dian Wei to the brink of defeat and death. There's no doubting their abilities. I will allow them to serve my cause.
So, you will show us mercy?
Mercy to you? No. I simply think it would be a waste not to utilize your talents. You must continue to be of use to me. Otherwise, I will dispose of you. That is all.
Truly impressive.
Dian Wei, you made it back. In one piece. I was on edge the whole time.
Apologies for making you worry. You made all the difference. If you hadn't come, we might have all met our ends. I didn't have the strength to take all of them. And I couldn't even protect Cao Ang.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You'll make us feel bad as well.
Xiu-Chu.
You are not alone. We are all responsible for protecting Lord Cao Cao. Next time, let me help you protect him. If we work together, we can keep everyone safe, can't we?
Yes, that we can. It's our duty. And someday, protecting everyone in the realm will be our duty as well. That's more than anyone can handle on their own. So from here on out, I'll be sure to rely on you, Xiu-Chu.
Right. We'll work together as one. When times are tough, we'll mourn together. And when they're good, we'll celebrate together.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just so cool.
finally found myself a job. I couldn't be happy.
Oh, it's you! How long has it been since we last met like this? I never imagined we'd end up serving the same lord. Perhaps we're connected by fate. You don't have to be so cold. You should know how things are in dark times like these. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Water under the bridge.
Ah, so you two know each other. That saves me the trouble of making introductions. Anyway, you wanted to see me? What is this about? A call for aid from Liu Bei.
I expected that his alliance with Louis Bu might be uneasy, but don't tell me. Did you have a hand in this?
That would be overstating it somewhat. After the Emperor issued the order for Liu Bei to defeat Yuan Shu, Louis Bu betrayed him and took Xiaopei Castle. Lord Cao Cao could not stand to see him in such a predicament and offered to help with taking down Louis Bu.
How compassionate of him.
It's truly a shame the message containing that order was lost. I imagine Chen Gung must have preempted it and sent his men to intercept it.
It now seems that Liu Bei will have to commit all of his forces to a final battle with Louis Bu. Lord Guojia, may I ask you a question? You foresaw the message falling into Louis Bu's hands, and Liu Bei turning to Lord Cao Cao for help, didn't you? Otherwise, you wouldn't have sent Lord Xiahou Dun before we'd heard anything from Liu Bei.
I'll neither confirm nor deny it.
What does peace even look like?
More and more people are losing their families as the fighting goes on.
Lord Xiahou Yuan, I am sorry to hear of your misfortune.
Yes, I was entrusted with the vanguard, but it was no use. When Louis Bu's forces attacked, we had to retreat. And Dun, he...
I'm angry at my own incompetence. An arrow hit me as I was pursuing an enemy officer.
Lord Xiahou Dun, will you still be able to fight?
No problem. You will make up for what function I have lost with my eye.
Receiving such a request from Lord Xiahou Dun is an honor. You'll have to do your best.
Louis Bu had better be ready to face me. I will make him pay for this humiliation.
Well, is everyone here?
Right.
With me here, I suppose our victory is all but assured.
Go and get them! Go! We will repel Louis Bu's forces and assist in Liu Bei's escape, but let us first rendezvous with them. His army must be paid back in kind for this eye, too.
Well,
The enemy
was to
officer
split up here.
has been defeated.
We'll take out the enemy to the north and open a path for retreat. Now, we'll head east. Liu Bei is bound to be there. Here. We come running, and who should we find? This enemy scum.
The enemy officer
May as well take you down.
It is good to have you here. There are few I would rather have by my side. Reinforcements from Lord Cao Cao. Most welcome sight.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must enlist your help. I need to save my sworn brothers who stayed behind to keep the enemy at bay.
Then you keep going. We'll take care of rescuing your brothers.
I suppose I would only slow you down. Then I will do as you say. I'm counting on you.
The enemy officer.
Whatever you're scheming ends here. Your fight's with us first. This is quite the gathering we've got. Suppose we'll have to take care of them all.
We are eternally grateful for the assistance. We shall accompany
the enemy
Lord
officer
Liu Bei.
has been defeated.
Oh, we're back on even footing. Now we can really show them what we're made of.
Am I glad to have found you?
The enemy officer
Came to assist in Lord Liu Bei's behest.
The enemy officer
From
has
Lord
been
Cao
defeated.
Cao's army, yes? We appreciate the help.
I'm glad that's done. Let's move on already.
You are all dependable indeed. Let us continue on together.
Take this.
All my might.
The finale.
That's
The enemy officer has been defeated.
able to reach our brother now.
Letting Liu Bei live will only cause problems in the future. Slay him, along with every single one of his troops. Now we march forward.
Damn, more enemies. We'll just have to go through them all.
Wait, Xiaopei. Our brother has already moved ahead. We need not risk ourselves any further. All we need to do is get back to Liu Bei alive. Let's
The
make
enemy
our
officer
escape to the north.
has been defeated.
There, it's Liu Bei. Slay him along with Cao Cao's forces.
We shall go as well. Liu Bei's head is ours.
We march at once. We just keep running into more enemy troops. Someone must be predicting our movements.
More enemies from the south.
The enemy officer has been defeated
from both directions.
Go on, Lord Liu Bei. I shall fend off the southern flank.
Is ours.
Begin the advance. Let's go.
Thank you. I have been saved by you all more times than I can count.
You must be Liu Bei's men. Prepare to die.
Now, drive them back!
Let's go. Come now. They're still coming. Persistent, aren't they? Huh? Looks like our path got blocked. I guess we'll have to find some other way. Probably heading into some kind of trap. But
The enemy
we'll cross
officer
that bridge when we come
has been
to it.
defeated.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
So you're the one who was sent to help us. No complaints there. Let's go wreak some havoc.
Here they come! Archers, loose!
We've
caught up with Liu Bei's troops, just as Lord Chenggong predicted. Zhang Liao ready for duty!
The enemy officer
the advance
has been defeated.
All my might! Go on!
The enemy officer
So, we
has
face
been
a storm
defeated.
of arrows ahead. Or a fearsome warrior behind.
We have to charge in and put an end to the arrows. Let's go! Move forward!
With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You'll accept this, won't you?
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight! Here they come! Drop the rocks!
All right, now we can break through. Let's move. Quickly!
We should be able to lose Louis Bu's army now. Though I guess we're not done here, huh?
Forgive me, but I cannot leave my sworn brothers behind.
Didn't expect to get another chance to clash with you. I can hardly contain my excitement.
Friends become foes like the changing of the wind. This is our fate in times of war. Then so be it.
Let's go. A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms, huh? Tell me this is normal for you.
This should show.
I am ready.
You were the one Lord Cao Cao sent. A trustworthy savior indeed.
See it.
That was an impressive
The enemy
effort.
officer has
I
been
enjoy
defeated.
just watching you out there.
Incredible. The defeated must withdraw, and the victor shall move forward.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Let's get serious. I'm still waiting for a real challenge!
The enemy
Now we
officer
have no one to command
has
the
been
archers.
defeated.
We can fight without worrying about being filled with arrows!
Our path ahead is clear once more. Let us hurry back to Liu Bei's side.
Let's go.
The enemy officer
Liu
has
Bei's
been
troops
defeated.
are in range. Shoot!
Looking rough. Is that what I think it is? We better stop that thing quick!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's keep moving!
you, Xiaopei, you're both safe.
Of course we are. Now, let's go.
So they broke through our formation. Unexpected, but manageable. I suppose I must handle this myself. Shandong, you were impressive, but this is where it must end. It was but a small show of resistance from one who was played. You've driven an irreversible wedge between Liu Bei and Lord Lu.
The enemy officer.
Why? Whatever do you mean? I shall just have to silence you before you say things you shouldn't.
All my might. Let's go. Victory is at hand. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We failed to prevent an alliance between Liu Bei and Cao Cao. We must formulate a plan with Lord Louisbu right away.
We've accomplished our mission. Let's rendezvous with Cao Cao and prepare for our battle with Louisbu.
Lord Xiaohu Dun, Lord Xiaohe Yuan, thank you for your help.
Give your thanks to Cao Cao if you must.
We have not forgotten what happened at Shu, but under these circumstances, we will let it be water under the bridge. Our lord should be here shortly with the rear guard. We will discuss our strategy in depth later.
It's been a long time. Allow me to thank you once again. How many times is it now you've come to our aid?
No, even though we have known each other for some time. Thanks is still in order.
Still, you have obviously been serving Lord Cao Cao with distinction. As your friend, that makes me proud, but no. The important thing is that you're doing well. We will be depending on Lord Cao Cao for a time. I expect it won't be for long, but I look forward to working with you.
Yes, it will be an honor to fight at your side again.
All right then. Let's combine our strength and teach that blasted Louisbu a lesson.
We have it better than most, just being able to live out our days in peace. I can't complain.
The castle's imposing.
Let's begin.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's... My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Now go. Louisbu is the rock that eats the world. Must be destroyed. Show him no mercy.
We're going to
The enemy officer
as
has
planned.
been defeated.
It's an ambitious task. We'll have to work quickly and without any mistakes. But I know we can do this.
We advance. Stiff dogs. Only content to attack when the numbers favor them. No matter. I will put them down myself. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now,
This territory is ours. It's what happens from here on that counts. Let's go.
the enemy officer has been defeated.
That's one more stepping stone on my path to true might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I have slain the enemy officer. Take this.
You won't get away from me! Archer! Arrows at the ready! Loose!
After my other eye now. Very well. It's about time I showed you my gratitude for my left eye.
Situation.
The enemy officer
Wait before
has been
me.
defeated.
This territory, the greatest warrior in all the world. It's time to advance. I've seen you somewhere before. I admire your courage to stand against me.
It's Loi Bu! So this is what a true warrior looks like! What? Lord Louis Bu has left the castle? I suppose it was foolish to think we could control him. With him on the loose, the battlefield will fall into chaos, leaving any number of chances to turn the tide. This battle isn't decided just yet!
I toyed with my prey too much. Back to the castle for now.
Let's go!
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Take this! Now, here! Let's go!
And I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh my mind!
I've been waiting for this. That's another enemy pounded into submission.
With all my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The attack on the main gate is weaker than expected. They must be up to something. If so, can we be aiming for the floodgates?
The enemy officer
should ask
has
Lord
been defeated.
Zamba to strengthen our defenses there.
Now,
This territory, we've gained the upper hand. Things ought to be fun from here on out.
We have infiltrated the floodgates. Now we can put our plan in motion.
Take this! You're incredible!
The enemy officer has
Keep
been defeated.
doing what you do! Don't let them get any further. Hold the line. Block their way!
There still seem to be some roaches scuttling around. I shall crush you under my boot!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It's time to advance.
With all my might.
The enemy officer has been
We're ready
defeated.
to destroy this dam. On to the next one.
Now. Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
This dam is also ready to be destroyed. Just one left.
Damn. Frontal attack is doomed to fail. If only someone could work their way around behind the enemy.
With all my might.
I toyed with my prey too much. Back to the castle for now.
This territory is ours.
You're a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms! Let's go!
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
You'll go no further. Our indomitable spirit will allow us to crush you all!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, looking rough.
I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
The gates will not open for as long as I stand. Now, knock on them if you wish. All that awaits is your death.
All the dams have been prepared for destruction. Ready when you are.
Now all that remains is to reach the tower and open the gates.
Excuse me.
It will be heavily defended. We advance. The floodgates are opening. The plan is officially underway.
Whoa! What the? Water?
They've taken the floodgates! They're going to flood the castle!
Forgive me for imposing on you in such a manner. I am ready to face any punishment.
Shengon, Chung Liao, I trust you can handle this. Even if you are defeated, they will have to face me.
The enemy officer
has chosen to
has
stay
been defeated.
deep within the castle. Let's go. We should use this time to drive back the enemy and corner him.
I was too weak for the task. As the defeated, I have little choice but to put my life in your hands. The castle is overrun. There's no use trying to defend the gates now!
This is hopeless. I'd rather surrender to Lord Cao Cao than die here. Open the gates! Let his men in!
I wasn't expecting defectors!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our next move. There must be a way!
Continue working hard to set a good example for everyone else.
The enemy officer has
All
been
your
defeated.
work has paid off. The battle is won.
Tremendous display of might and enemy officer has been defeated. Tables turned. With all my might.
An incredible feat.
The enemy officer.
You shine like a beacon for the others.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Let's go.
You brought us
enemy
an
officer
even better outcome than I anticipated.
Let's go. Take this. Looking rough.
Situation.
The enemy officer
is as
has been
strong
defeated.
as they say. His flooding attack was orchestrated with perfection. As long as we have
The enemy
Lord
officer
we
has been
still
defeated.
have hope. Our faith in the mightiest warrior who ever lived will see us through this battle. You know my prowess will end it.
Looking rough. Take this. End this.
I just wasn't ready.
The enemy officer
After
has been
exhausting
defeated.
all my cunning, here I am. No, just you watch, Lord Louis Boo. I'm not done yet!
Chengong has been defeated? I see. Then have the troops gather on me.
It's time to put an end to Louis Boo's rampage. I entrust you, my elite forces, with this great task. We must be ready for incoming enemy reinforcements. We will rejoin you once they are dealt with.
So in the end, I am the only one left standing. Still, I am more than enough. All shall kneel before my might. The might of a warrior who stands above all!
The only way to take down a demon is with brute force. What's counter?
Finally, a battle to get my blood pumping. One of us dies here today. Now you will learn what it means to fight the world's greatest warrior. Such a despicably strong and stubborn witch.
Let's finish him already!
Pitiful, like a child flailing their tiny weak limbs.
Let's go. Now then.
Worthy of standing before me, at least.
Quicker.
When you become desperate, that will have no effect on me.
You'll accept this, won't you?
My apologies. Let's get serious. But I must fall back.
I've got this.
Surely you are not spent yet. Now it's my turn. Ready yourself.
Let's go.
This is proof of my superiority.
Take this. Take that. All my might.
Proud of your strength, but there are so few who can bear this down against me. Now I shall allow you to bear witness to the entirety of my might. I will never be defeated. Never! It is I who am the strongest! How could I lose? I survived worse. Sky Piercer feels heavy in my hands. My body is losing strength by the moment.
Our time has finally come. Well done for making it this far. But there is nothing more dangerous than a wounded beast. We shall need to hunt together to take him down.
It is done. How would you have me conclude this matter?
That is not for me, but for the court-martials to decide.
And if I were to forgive you,
I fear I must refuse. And there's no need to guide me to the execution grounds. So close. I was so close!
I was taken with Lord Louis Bu's strength. I fought on battlefield after battlefield, hoping I might die a warrior's death at his side. An honor Lord Cao Cao denied me. I hear that it was you who pleaded for my life. What did I do to deserve such cruelty?
The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm, and you will never master true strength after death. It is a goal reached only through life.
Lord Zhenliao. There you are.
Lord Shu Huang.
I had heard that you would serve Lord Cao Cao, so I came to give you my greetings. I don't believe we've had a chance to speak in peace since I served under Lord Li Jue in Chang'an.
You were in a situation similar to my own, were you not? Lord Shu Huang, if I may ask, how do you serve two lords without any qualms?
Saying I have no qualms would be a lie, but so would denying my wish to pursue my path as a warrior. Even as an enemy, I was astounded by how you fought in Xiaopei. Fighting beside you would truly be a blessing. I can only hope that I may follow in your footsteps as a great warrior. Lord Guanyu, Lord Zhenliao, I ask you both for your guidance.
So you would follow me just as I followed Lord Louis Bu? Lord Guanyu, allow me to thank you for asking that my life be spared. For if I had died in Xiaopei, I would not have had the chance to meet a warrior like Lord Shu Huang again.
No thanks are necessary.
What say the three of us spar to commemorate our gathering here?
A fine idea.
You'll hear no complaint from me. After all, A warrior speaks not with their words, but with their blade. Lord Zuluan has a discernment.
Hello. Right then. Yep.
Louis Bu has been defeated, and Yuan Shu's power is waning. Clearly, this leaves Yuan Shao in Ji Province as our greatest threat.
It's said that he has finally prevailed over Gongsun Zun, and so now controls all 4 of Hebei's provinces. That makes his faction the most powerful in the land. There is no doubt what he will seek to do next.
Gain control over the Emperor.
We have also been preparing for a final confrontation, but we are hopelessly outmatched. If we make one false move, they'll overwhelm us with their superior numbers.
Oh? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Saying that we will be overwhelmed if we make a false move suggests that you believe we have a chance of winning.
Lord Goja.
I agree with you. No matter how strong Yuan Shao may be, there is a road to victory.
I'm glad you think so, but could you explain what that road is?
Essentially, it comes down to the difference between Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao insists on finding the ideal solutions to problems, and so he is overly cautious. Of course, that can also be a good thing. In times of peace, it might make him a wise ruler. But in these chaotic times, I believe decisiveness is more valuable than prudence. And most crucial of all, Yuan Shao is known to disfavor those who point out his weaknesses. A flaw like that in someone leading such a vast army is bound to create discord.
A fair point. So, are you suggesting he isn't worth worrying about?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe there is a more dangerous enemy out there.
You mean Liu Bei?
Lord Cao Cao has a fondness for him, so I shall say no more.
What is Liu Bei like? You were with him for a long time. I'd like to know more about him. The man who was chased from his castle by Louis Bu. Though I must admit, despite being in such dire straits, he has taken to our camp rather quickly. There is a certain boldness in that, to be sure. Cao Cao seems to think Liu Bei is capable of great things. If he is indeed comparable to Cao Cao, then we must crush him before he gains strength. And if he becomes a heartless monster like Louis Bu, all the more reason to destroy him. Frankly speaking, no. I have to assume that he may be planning something. I heard that while he and Cao Cao dined together the other day, a crash of thunder took him by such surprise that he dropped his chopsticks. And this man is meant to be destined for greatness. Of course I would be suspicious. But at least I now know that you think highly of him. I suppose I'll have to decide his worth for myself.
Nothing has changed since Dong Zhuo's rule. Just what is Cao Cao thinking? Treating His Majesty like this?
Well, he is the one with full control over the court. To him, the Emperor is a mere puppet. His Majesty might not speak ill of him in front of us, but surely he must be displeased.
Or perhaps he is afraid because he is unable to discern Cao Cao's intentions.
Have some respect. His Majesty would never fear a charlatan like him.
Well, I am certain our dear Emperor is pained at all the tyrannical deeds committed in his name. Perhaps we should have forgone Cao Cao and entrusted someone with more prestige, like Yuan Shao.
But I hear that Liu Bei might also be worthy.
Well met. On patrol, I presume?
Oh, it has grown late. Perhaps it would be wise to leave the patrols to the troops and rest.
Speaking of which, we shall do the same. We bid you good night.
Are you certain, Lord Cao Cao?
I urge you to wait. Giving Liu Bei an army to command is akin to letting a sleeping dragon roam free. The danger cannot be ignored.
Yes, Liu Bei is a dangerous man. Once he gains strength, he will eventually come to stand in our way. And that is precisely why we cannot leave him in Shu City.
Do you mean...
There is a rumor going around. Unsubstantiated, but troubling.
Now I see. Thank you for the report.
Sir!
What perfect timing. There is something I wanted you to hear before anyone else. It appears there is a plan in motion to assassinate Lord Cao Cao.
Strength invariably arouses spite. We merely need to know in whom. It appears this plan is coming together under the name of His Majesty.
The threat is too serious to ignore. I managed to capture and interrogate a few of the schemers. And they all named Liu Bei as a collaborator.
I know it must be difficult to believe, especially given how close you two are. But that means that you, of all people, should know what Liu Bei is like. He cannot help but respond to the cries of those in need. And given your reaction, it seems we were right. You are not part of their plot. Do forgive us for testing your loyalty in such a way. We're all glad your name has been cleared.
Whether intentional or not, Liu Bei has long been plagued by unsettling rumors. And now this. Lord Cao Cao dismissed Liu Bei under the guise of defeating Yuan Shu.
I am sure Liu Bei has realized as much. It is unlikely he will return to Shu. And so our war with him will begin. This may be difficult for you, but we ask that you be ready.
So, Liu Bei has chosen Shi province. Yuan Shu of Shouchen has already fallen. Then our next opponent will be either Yuan Shao or Liu Bei.
We should focus on defeating Yuan Shao and gaining control of Hubei. Before we battle Yuan Shao, I would advise first reining in Liu Bei.
Liu Bei's forces are small, which makes them quick. While Yuan Shao has your focus, he may strike you from behind. Containing Liu Bei before a battle with Yuan Shao is a viable strategy, especially if we wish to weed out uncertainty.
Then we will attack Xiaopei to shake Liu Bei from his seat. I trust you all to see to it that the castle is taken.
What does peace even look like?
More and more people are losing their families as the fighting goes on.
The castle's imposing.
Let's begin.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. Conquer Xiaopei and seize Liu Bei's strongholds. Be expedient. Have no mercy.
The castle gate will be guarded by the infamous Guandu. Breaking through will not be easy. I must advise you not to face him head on.
Has been defeated.
Xiaopei Castle is surrounded by rivers. Liu Bei's forces will likely be wary of any attempts to flood it. So, let's test that theory first.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The enemy is targeting the floodgates then. I cannot leave my post here. Liu Bei's family
The enemy
within the
officer
castle walls after
has been
all.
defeated.
I will just have to believe our allies can handle it themselves.
Let's go.
This is heavily defended.
The enemy officer
The enemy
has
must
been
fear
defeated.
being used in an attack.
Such unyielding spirit. A formidable foe.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Guandu. I managed to get some reinforcements from Lord
The
Yuan
enemy
Shao.
officer has been defeated.
We caught them unprepared. Now we can strike back against Cao Cao. Forward march.
Liu Bei! Xiaopei! My brother! Now it's time for a counterattack!
He's unbeatable. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good. He's here too. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Now, let's begin our attack on Liu Bei.
March forward.
My brother was the target all along.
If you please, the floodgates, or Liu Bei, Guandu will surely be torn. Bringing either to the brink of destruction, we can force him to decide. This will draw Guandu away from the castle gates. With such a cunning plan, we can use their oath of brotherhood against them.
The enemy officer has been
The
defeated.
floodgates are taken. The castle will be bound to fall.
Let's go.
The defense of the castle is in your hands. I will lead a sortie to drive the enemy back from the floodgates. Advance, now!
We gotta be quicker. I see it. I've been waiting for this.
I will not allow
the enemy
your plans
officer
to come to fruition.
has been defeated.
By my own blade, I will cut down anyone who dares attack.
With all my might.
Good. It worked. Now is our chance to take Xiaopei Castle.
Got you! With all my might. Whoa. Let's go!
I must find a way to overcome this situation.
Such tremendous skill! I cannot ease up even for a moment. Let's go.
Take this! All my might! Looking rough. Looking Let's go. Looking rough. I see it. With all my might.
It put me on the back foot. This isn't good.
Let's bring glory to our forces! Let's go! All my might!
This appears to be as far as we go.
Looking rough. Looking rough.
Lamentable outcome. I need to fall back.
Feel my steel!
I foresaw this victory before it even happened. Don't hold out for much longer. With all my might.
Feel my steel! No! I must concede defeat for now. For I cannot defend the castle as a dead man.
Well done. Guandu was a formidable foe. You fought bravely. You grow ever more adept as an officer.
To have defeated Guandu, the Guandu, you continue
the enemy officer
to soar above my expectation. With the situation as it is, we should be able to take Xiaopei Castle easily enough. Let's begin.
Start the advance!
What? The enemy is within the castle walls? Does this mean Lord Guandu was defeated?
Our foe is wavering. This is our chance to renew the assault on the castle.
Take this! Looking rough. Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is an interesting surprise. Let's find out how much you've learned. I've been waiting for this. Child's play. If this is the best they can offer, we'll soon prevail. What is this?
The enemy officer.
I can't been defeated. More of this. We'll finish this another day. Be strong, my brothers. And stay safe.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
There's no this territory to defile is outside. We must flee, regroup, and gather our strength. Forgive me, Wan Yu.
You, that's the spirit. You are a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
Now, this territory is ours.
Let's go.
Foresaw this victory before it even happened.
I did not expect the victory to be so easy. Our tacticians are wise indeed.
Sure know how to fight.
Lord Guandu will return. When he does, we will be ready for him.
Xiaopei Castle is now under our control. Next up, Guandu himself.
The foe has already come this far? Could it be that all is already lost? It's no use. Behold my power. No, looking rough. Xiaopei has not yet fallen. As long as I live, Liu Bei shall control this land.
Even the mightiest grow tired at some point. Now is the time to act, while Guanyu is on the back foot.
My sworn brother entrusted me with the castle's defense. So I will fight to my dying breath. Even if I am the last man standing. All my might shall not fall. I shall not bend the knee. I will stand on this land I have sworn to defend. You fight well, but I will not give up. You hear me? Not while my blade is unbroken. Not while life still flickers within me.
Such spirit.
Lord Guan Yu! The castle has already fallen! Surrender at once!
Never! I shall fight to my last breath!
You would dishonor yourself out of stubborn pride, breaking your vow to your sworn brothers that you would die together, defying your duty to protect that which Liu Bei entrusted to you. Would your honor truly allow that?
I need 3 promises from you. I will surrender to the Emperor, not to Lord Cao Cao. No harm shall come to the family of Liu Bei. And the moment I find my brothers, I shall run to their side.
You have my word. I shall convey your wishes to...
I accept those terms. How outstanding to have a renowned hero such as you on our side. May our acquaintance be long and fruitful.
So, Yuan Shao's forces remain inert.
Not that they had a choice in the matter. Yuan Shao is afraid of making mistakes. For that reason, he will always try to make the safe choice, leaving him unable to act upon the sudden changes of war.
Making the safe choice isn't always a bad thing, but it's hardly a strategy befitting the times. Being able to move quickly at the expense of some griping is by far the wiser choice.
Yuan Shao's lordly decision to always pursue the best option is both his strength and his weakness. Using that weakness to our advantage may allow us to decimate his massive army. That should be enough for now. Let us return to you so that we can prepare for what is to come.
Xiaopei is far smaller than the price we shall pay in lost trade.
What does peace even look like?
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force. He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair. It's the horse that Louis Bu rode. Ferocious and strong. Said to run 1,000 li in a day. And Cao Cao gave it to Guan Yu, an officer who surrendered to him. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing! Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu? Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. Imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side. But it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over. So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side. If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. Why? I haven't explained it to you, have I? Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand. If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule. For my
Let's begin.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Listen.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces? Headed for Baima Castle? I have to warn Lord Yanjin.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yanliang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjin. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Lord Cao Cao's
The enemy officer
makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him.
Is ours.
With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
The ambush is about to begin. We must act as one.
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
Take this!
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance
enemy
to repay it
officer
with my blade.
has been defeated.
Emperor Wan, you! Fight me now!
This
You are still
territory
enough!
is ours. We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
We've evened things out, I see. While I appreciate that, I'd like to see us push harder.
They've taken the fort at Yanjin. Cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly, we must reclaim it.
Counterattack.
Infested. Let's start
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
Let's start
has been
the
defeated.
advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own. Let's go.
No, that's not possible.
Time to end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sacred bird, Luan. Those eyes. Yes, you must be.
We should stop here to assess the situation.
Let's start the advance.
I've been waiting for this. Sun's here. Gotcha. Sun's here. That's it.
All my might. I can't believe it. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Infested. How can this be?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
What? Yan Liang has been defeated. Impossible. This cannot be.
I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Attack Yanjin.
The enemy
and
officer
bring me Cao Cao's
has been
head.
defeated.
Looking rough. Looking rough.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanjin.
The enemy officer
This time,
has
we can
been
send some
defeated.
of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
We should stop here to assess the situation.
You're a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The time is right. We should attack now.
Looking rough.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Looking rough. I see it.
Continue working hard to set a good
The enemy
example
officer
for everyone else.
has been defeated.
Let's go. Impressive.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
This is it!
Gotta be quicker than that.
Here we go!
Whoa.
This is it!
Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, this territory is ours. Let's go.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Your assistance comes at the most opportune
The
moment.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Making good progress. Keep pushing forward.
This enemy officer beneath me!
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Any foe will crumble when caught off guard.
Attack!
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. The enemy officer has been defeated. On the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. As far as I can the enemy officer. There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat. The enemy officer another day. Has been defeated.
You'll get me amused, I
All my might. I've been waiting for this.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this? What? Wenshou has fallen? This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wenshou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What's wrong, Zuluan? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and ally with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even...
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Ziluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Ziluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Ziluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Everything's gotten so expensive. I'd better choose carefully. So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know, I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their work. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful.
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Xun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother. Farewell, Zheng Liao.
Nothing more must be said. Press on, friend, and walk your own path.
I am in your debt. I have sworn to live and die at Liu Bei's side. And that is where I must go. It's you. I must also bid you farewell. Lord Cao Cao has granted me permission to return to Liu Bei, and I will do so today. Somewhere around Shu City. That will be enough for me to find him. There is much I owe you. While this may be goodbye, it has been an honor to fight alongside you once again. I, Guan Yu, will never forget this debt. I do not know where we may meet again, but when we do, let us test our strength once more.
Well, this is unusual. Lord Guojia. We hardly ever see you grimace like that.
I feel we're still missing something decisive for the upcoming battle. So much already plays to our benefit, but we still lack the final push to guarantee our victory.
How unlike you. Weren't you just telling us to wait for opportunities to present themselves?
Even I would like some control over the battle's outcome.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, Lord Shunyo. What is it?
Lord Cao Cao is calling for all of you. A letter was brought in from Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army.
A man known to both Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao, serving directly under Yuan Shao, I believe. I'm curious to see what a message from an acquaintance like him contains. You must be too, Lord Guojia.
I suppose. Let us hope it's good news. One letter could very well turn the tide of war. My, things are becoming interesting.
Now that is why everyone's afraid of Lord Guojia.
Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army has sent us a letter. He is unhappy with Yuan Shao and is ready to surrender. He's also included some other pertinent information.
If I may, precisely what is he unhappy about?
That Yuan Shao favors corrupt advisors, prioritizing their suggestions above all. Not only does he reject earnest plans in favor of theirs, but he even imprisons his most loyal servants.
I'm glad you are not like him, my lord. Otherwise, my head would have rolled long ago.
I suppose that is the essence of Yuan Shao as a leader.
Thinking back on it, he was always prone to these bad habits. He would show kindness to those who respected him, but enmity toward any who dared to oppose him. But that is irrelevant. What's important is this. According to Xu Yo, supplies for Yuan Shao's army are being gathered in Wuchao. He says the defenses there are weak, and that it will easily fall if attacked. The man is selfish and greedy, but he would not try to trick me in such a roundabout way.
Then let us gather the officers.
Aye, we bring Yuan Shao's fate to an end here.
difference in strength is clear to see. In terms of pure numbers, we stand no chance. So, we must first attack the heart of the enemy forces.
And by heart, you mean their supplies?
That's right. We will send out 2 units from Guandu to attack both the supply line and their stock of provisions.
Lord Shu Huang, we will have you lead the unit attacking the supply line.
I will not let you down. My men and I will do whatever it takes.
Lord Cao Cao will lead the other unit himself. We have received word that the enemy has a storehouse in Wuchao that is poorly defended.
Really?
Our scout was certain of it. Xuan Yuchong is defending the provisions. We will attack him and burn the lot. The success of this plan rides on the element of surprise. The enemy cannot find out what we're up to. And even if we can conceal our true motives, if Guandu falls before the attack is complete, we're done for.
So we must make sure that Yuan Shao's army in Guandu is dealt with before we even begin.
An assault to their defenses and a surprise attack. If either fails, then all is lost. Let us all play to our strengths and do everything in our power. If we can accomplish that, then victory is assured. Fear not. In this battle, we will show the world our true strength.
Well, is everyone here?
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Now go.
The time has come. We shall finally face Yuan Shao and finish this. Elite soldiers, pour your sweat and blood into our efforts to grasp victory here.
This incredible formation is the embodiment of our strength. Onward, with your heads held high. Our military might is overwhelming. That much is plain to see. All we have to do is forge ahead and crush them underfoot. They choose to fight back despite our imposing show of force. We'll just have to strive harder to break their spirit. Alright, transports are ready. Let's go! The supplies we bring to our forces shall bolster their efforts!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Situation.
The enemy officer sending forward transport has been defeated. Now is the time. Sever their supply line.
Situation.
The enemy has set its sights on the Guandu garrison. We'll head to Wuchao, aim for their provisions.
The enemy officer
critical junction
has been defeated,
so I shall go as well. I leave the defense of the base to you. I'm counting.
Now advance! I, Zheng-He, shall be your adversary. Our march is about to commence. Onward! Attack the Guandu garrison! The enemy officer has been defeated.
We will intercept these foes. Defend it to the last.
The enemy
Let
officer
not a single man
has been defeated.
March forward.
The enemy officer has been defeated. With all my might. Take this!
Isn't so rough anymore.
Cao Cao's men is worth 10 of ours. We have no chance. We must retreat, for now.
Incredible. We were able to repel such a large force. I can hardly believe we actually pulled it off.
I've been waiting. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The western battlefront seems to be going well for us. Perhaps we should push on there. I would like to draw the enemy's attention away from Wu Qiao.
March forward.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I see the position has been secured. Is ours. This should prevent the enemy from building more weapons.
Did you run in looking for fame? How thoughtless!
Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself with all my might. All my might. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
Truly amazing. I'm happy to have you in our ranks.
Let's go.
I will break you. See you.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, this territory is ours. Let's go.
What? An ambush from Cao Cao's forces? We left the garrison undefended? We have to drive them back. Cannot allow Wu Qiao to fall into their hands, no matter what.
Ai's attack begins now. This may be our best chance to rout them.
Some commotion to the north. Could Wu Qiao be under attack?
I was prepared for
The
this
enemy
the
officer
moment I set foot
has
on
been
the
defeated.
battlefield. We shall fight together, but with all we have to muster.
Lady of her standing would
The
fight
enemy
together
officer
with us.
has been defeated.
No time to cower in the face of Cao Cao's forces.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's do this! With her at our side, our spirits will remain strong.
Here,
This is our chance to turn this battle
The
around.
enemy officer
With all
has
the
been defeated.
officers guarding this area to the sword.
Cao Cao's army, they are a veritable storm, shaking the house of Yuan and this town to their very core.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Look what they've done to her. We can't go on.
All of the guards are out of the picture. Well done.
Now we shall obliterate the morale of Yuan Shao's men. Burn it all! Set their provisions ablaze!
You're a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Reporting! Wu Qiao is burning! All our provisions are up in flames!
What did you say? say? Damn you, Cao Cao! Now you've done it!
The winds have changed direction. Now blow in our favor. This is our chance to crush Yuan Shao! Now advance!
We should work well in dampening their spirits. Still, the enemy is great in number. Now the real fight begins.
The enemy officer
It is my duty to clear the way for Cao Cao.
Now,
No matter how formidable the foe may be.
Go! We're tearing through like a whirlwind! This battle is all but ours!
So you've come, Cao Cao. It's finally time to finish this. The intertwining of our fates ends here and now.
the enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Let's go.
Pride of the UN, I shall crush our enemies. Everyone, steel yourselves and form rank.
Behold, the might of the proud house of UN.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We're looking for a chance to strike. We don't bring down the commanding officers. We'll suffer heavy losses.
Interloper in our midst. All my might.
You are a true warrior.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Cao Cao,
The enemy officer
well to come this
has been defeated.
Yet you are still greatly outnumbered. Surely in all your wisdom, you have realized the truth, that you cannot possibly win this battle.
Many impossible feats have been performed during this struggle. All seem to have
The enemy
slipped your
officer
notice.
has been defeated.
Fierce warriors that fight under my banner are worth 10 times their number. Soon, you know how deep my strength runs.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Overcome all odds to make it this far. We have both exhausted our respective talents. A true battle among battles. As such, I, Jung-Hu, shall put everything on the line. Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Possess that I do not.
So we've lost him. No matter. We have done enough. Even he will not be able to recover from such a loss. Yuan Shao. You once told me that you would be the one to restore the entire land. I suppose history will prove who was right. You were a man of true virtue. Another time, you might have been the victor. But it seems history would not accept you as the hero that will bring these wars to an end. Let us go, Ziluan. We have stepped over many bodies to get here. We have much left to do.